Hi everyone, my name's Amy and I'm one of the chiropractors at Truro Chiropractic Clinic, and today I just wanted to share with you a simple spinal mobility exercise that can be done against a wall. So who is this for? This is for anybody that feels like they want to have more control over the posture in their lower back and over their core, maybe wants to increase their whole spinal flexibility and shoulder flexibility. And generally anyone that might be getting a low-grade annoying ache at the base of the spine round about here. And even more specifically, it's for anyone that has what we call an anterior pelvic tilt. So that's where there's this increased curvature in the lower back where the bottom ends up sticking out too much. Okay. I would say this is definitely not for anybody who is currently having acute lower back pain, sciatica, or has recently been diagnosed with a disc injury in the lower back, or has had abdominal surgery in the past 6 to 8 weeks. So we'll get started. You're going to just kind of lean against a wall. So obviously you need a nice big clear bit of wall, no pictures that you can knock your head on, that you can lean your whole body against. And you are going to walk your feet 2 of your foot lengths away from the wall, hips width apart, and just lean. And as you lean, you're now going to try and get the back of your head, the back of your upper back and shoulders, and your base of your spine all in contact with the wall at the same time. If you've got quite a rounded upper back, you might need a pillow for this, which is absolutely fine, so a pillow behind the head. And how I usually describe this to my patients is very gently, very slowly, imagine there is a tomato in the space between your lower back and wall. So generally when you lean like this, there'll be a bit of a gap here, especially if you've got an increased pelvic tilt. So imagine there's a tomato here, and you're going to gently, without thinking about it too much, try to squash that tomato flat into the wall. So you're trying to flatten the lower back and squash it into the wall like that, okay? Now, what I'd just like you to do when you do this movement is notice what part of your body you're squeezing. And generally, a classic thing that people will do is they'll squeeze their buttocks, okay? Well, that's not what we want. We want you to use your abdominals for this, which is why I'm just going to take you to the next phase now. So just relax, reset, take a break. And I want you to place your hands over your belly button and lower abdomen. And we're going to wake up some deep abdominal muscles, not the superficial ones that people train to try and get a six-pack, but these are deep muscles that protect your lower back, called your transverse abdominals. And we're going to wake those up by imagining that we're trying to suck our lower tummy into a tight pair of jeans, okay? So it's a sucking in and hollowing of the belly button towards the spine. So we're going to do this on a breath out. So breathing in to relax, breathing out to really try to squeeze that belly button in towards the spine. Breathing in to relax, breathing out to really squeeze, and you'll feel this switching on of that lower belly as it tries to hug in towards the spine. Now you're probably noticing just from my posture that as I do that, I naturally start to flatten my lower back into the wall. Okay, so now we're going to try and do that with head, shoulders, upper back and tail all against the wall. Put your fingers there to wake it up. Okay. So if that's already pretty tricky and you're not even getting your back anywhere near the wall, that's fine. The most important thing is that you can feel the movement happening. Okay. Now if that feels quite easy, like you can quite easily get your whole spine flat, we're going to add a second layer, which is to slowly bring your arms up to 90 degrees. It really depends on your own flexibility, so if you can only get the arms here, that's fine. keep on going and see where for me it naturally wants to stop there. That's my shoulder flexibility. And we're going to do the exact same thing again. So relaxing to begin with, setting the posture again, and breathing in, breathing out, squeezing that belly button in towards the spine, flattening the lower back, squashing the tomato, and keeping the head, shoulders and upper back all against the wall. Okay. Now ideally you want to hold that for 5 seconds, so releasing, breathing in to relax, breathing out, squeeze that lower tummy in towards the spine, flatten the lower back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more time. It's okay if you take a few breaths once you're squeezing, so breathing out, 3, 4, 5, and release. Okay. So with the lower back, with the shoulders, there should never be any sharp catching, pinching pain that makes you feel like, oh, that's not okay. If that happens, it's a sign you need to really gently stop, or try backing off 50% and just see if less intensity feels better. Generally, if you really want to create long-term change with this posture, I would aim to do 2 sets of 10, so each time holding for 5 seconds, 10 lots, rest, another 10, every single day for a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks. That's when you really get things changing. And any questions, any comments, just leave them below and we'll try to help you out, and wishing you all the best.